man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh, no. I was going to, no. Cool in the gang. We cool, crispy. Check 1, 2, 2, 2. Crispy. Is that too much light coming in from outside? It's summertime.
It's natural light.
Yeah, natural light. It looks good.
Daylight savings time.
Again and again. Hey, welcome, man. Welcome into the show. Good to see y'all. Okay, maybe if I scoot over. Oh no, I was saying close the gap, shoot the gap. You know what I'm saying? We could be shoulder to shoulder.
We gonna close it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot the gap. What they call it in sports.
Get in your gap space.
Get in your gap space. Okay. Welcome to the program. Something like a podcast is Let's Go Live, the Friday version. All for the games, you know it. Good to see y'all. Come on in, sit down. Don't touch nothing.
What's good?
What's the good word, man? You know, trending topics, hilarious commentary, celebrity guests, and interesting people is what it is. Friday, 6 o'clock, East Coast time. Shout out to everybody watching on the West Coast. I see you. And all of that, all of the above, man. Interesting enough. If you move your head to your right, and let's look behind John's head. How you see that picture? There's a picture that says Spring 95 right there. Yes.
Oh.
That picture is a representation of April 15th.
Okay.
April 15th, 1995.
I call that the alphaversary in the lingo. The alphaversary in the lingo. Congrats.
In the lingo. Thank you, sir. It feels good.
How many years is that?
It's a lot. Y'all can do the math. 1995, April 15th.
Okay.
Joined the illustrious fraternity of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
All right.
Yeah. But just had to, tax day, as we call it.
Oh.
That's what we used to call it, tax day.
You got taxed?
Okay. So there's that.
I guess I'll never catch you. I celebrated 23 years.
Oh, 23.
2 weeks ago.
It was recent. Yeah.
23 years.
What do you mean never catch you? You're like 4 years away. Get out of here. Knock it off.
Yeah, but I'll never catch you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. I see what you're saying. So there's that. But yeah, man. Just got back, right? You was somewhere.
Yeah. I went down to
working remotely on assignment.
I was off assignment. I was off book.
Oh.
I was off book.
Oh, this was that kind of trip.
This was just a little R&R fact finding mission. Food finding mission.
It was one of them
foodie vacations. Went down to the Big Easy, New Orleans.
Yeah.
The NO.
The Big Greasy.
Was
you on last time I went? I always say the Big Tongue. The tongue? The Big Tongue. The tongue?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, Bourbon Street. That's what they call it. because it's always moist. You didn't notice that? That's what.
It's a funky town. It's a funky town.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. It's a funky town.
Shout out to SP Nola. As a matter of fact, he got that gas
I didn't
card.
get the memo.
Oh, you didn't know? Was that your first time?
No, it's my first time. Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah. The smell greets you at the airport. Yeah.
No, it greets you right as you. I don't know what the main street.
Oh, when you like canal,
you cross
over,
you get over canal, and then you go
and then
in,
you're
you go inland.
Yeah,
you go inland.
into
the neighborhood.
Yeah,
you go for them one of them narrow streets where you're stepping over those brown puddles that are there.
Yeah, that's the big tongue. That's
Oh, I was in one of the pores of the tongue then. It was very. Oh yeah,
yeah. It's real. The smell. It's very human. It's
alive.
The
streets are alive. The streets was alive.
Yeah.
And I was walking around. So I had, my son with me. So I'm doing the daytime excursions, literally trying to duck in because I don't know what I'm supposed to see.
Yeah, right.
So I'm ducking all of that by going out, in the daylight hours.
Well, you're supposed to see everything.
Oh, no. Well, the thing about that was we went during the week. So the exposure to all things that I'd probably see tonight was at a minimum. They literally hosed everything out. Everything got hosed out and was draining out when we got there.
Well, New Orleans it's really a 24-hour cycle.
Not this week.
Really?
Well, and again, the other part of it
there's no real. Well, when I've been, there's no real Friday, Saturday.
There's definitely a Friday, Saturday.
There's night and day.
Yeah, but no. See, certain establishments were closed. Like we're not opening until Thursday.
Oh,
and we went for the food. So I had this list of recommendations and certain just regular restaurants. It wasn't like I was going to the bar. Even just restaurants that were, highly recommended, more than one person. You got it. If you didn't go unless you went here.
Yeah, right.
And it was closed. Slots were closed.
That might be a COVID thing.
It could be. It could be because it was one. I began to look online first before I went because I didn't want to go and the doors are closed and I went all the way over here. So I looked online. Said it was open. Cool. Head over there. Walked over there.
Yeah.
And it was very close.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I think,
they went over to another spot that was a Brennan's brand restaurant. Family Brennan's is a big thing down there. And we went over there and it was like, oh yeah, the system is down. So if you sit down there, you're not going to be able to eat for another hour. And we was like, oh, okay. So, it's that type of deal. And certain, but we did hit certain staples and the ones we did hit,
chef's kiss.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Compliments to
the grill. What do they call it? The grilled oysters?
The grilled oyster, charbroiled oysters. Dr. Clarkson is an expert. He makes those at the crib.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, put those on the grill next time I come.
Yeah, no, he does it.
They melt like butter, and it's like, geez.
Yeah. And they have a sauce and a hard top to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
But my absolute favorite were the beignets.
They don't really do much for me.
Oh,
they don't. They're just a hot donut hole. They're a hot donut hole.
It's a
out of state.
It's an out of state
donut hole.
Donut mixed with funnel cake.
Yeah.
That
maybe
on.
If that
it's like if a donut and a funnel cake had a baby.
Well, yeah. Okay, I get that. That's exactly what it is.
And then they murder it in powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's average.
Ooh, no, because I've had them here, and I realized
I made them in the kitchen. Like I went to that place,
yes,
and got the box to take home, and brought it home.
They left something out. I guarantee you, they didn't give you everything. They probably left out. It's like a pinch of something that they're like, we can't get this to the public, or else they're just gonna say I can make it at home.
It's like a New Orleans churro. It's like
whatever it is. It should only be produced. I don't know if it's almost like in New York when you go to a bagel spot. And you're like, I can get a bagel anywhere. Yeah. But the New York bagels taste different. New York pizza tastes different. Maybe it's the water that's being used, whatever. Maybe. It's something.
Maybe it's the Canal Street puddles.
It could be the Canal Street puddles.
The human.
The runoff.
The beignets are human.
Whatever it is. Because I've had beignets here.
I've never. Restaurant. Well, first of all,
no.
Now that's improper. I've never had beignets outside of there, except for the ones that I made.
Okay,
and they were okay. No. They were just and after about 40 seconds, it's a wrap. If you don't eat them hot or dip them in the coffee that they serve, it's a wash.
Fantastic.
You've ruined the experience.
Fantastic.
They're average. I don't know. They didn't grab me. Now the charbroiled oysters.
Where did you get the beignets from first?
That place right there across from the park. The big place that everybody stands in line.
Cafe Du Monde.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. See, I went to Cafe Beignet first.
Oh, he went to Cafe Beignet, ladies and gentlemen.
Cafe. We're looking for a Cafe Beignet.
Cafe Beignet table for two.
Yes. Yes, I did. Because what I was told was, and it was a little bit drizzly.
Oh, geez.
And what I was told was
drizzly how and why?
It's like a little rainy, just a little bit.
Oh, outside.
Yeah,
I thought your beignet was drizzly.
No. It was a little drizzling outside. So he's like, we trying to get to somewhere to before
inside
because it was about to just pour.
Because like, down there,
duck and cover.
Yeah, right. It's worse than Florida and Puerto Rico.
Right.
It's a nasty rain down that jump.
Right. So we saw it coming and was like, okay, so we're trying to get to a beignet spot and we happened to pass there was like a little tourism office on the corner. And she was like, Cafe Du Monde, just keep going down. She's like, but honestly, Cafe Beignet is like right there. She said it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, good. And by the time we got there, the rain was starting. We said, let's just duck in here. And she said, Du Monde always has a line anyway.
Yeah, because it's the tourist spot.
So we went into Cafe Beignet and it was fantastic.
But you see how she said it's pretty much the same?
I 100% believe that. And she was correct.
Yeah, like a donut hole.
And they were fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know. They make them in the airport. They got them everywhere.
No. But see, I went to So right by the terminal where we were leaving,
they in there rolling it. I'm like, why would y'all have this type of shop in the airport?
But right where the terminal where we left from, the Cafe Du Monde was right there at the entrance to the terminal.
Oh yeah.
And so we had sat down and we saw a guy had bought some. Even when he took it out, I was like, "Oh, it's the airport version."
No, it's not the same.
It was all extra light bright color. It was too perfectly puffed, and it was it was extra. You could tell it like the thickness. It's very thick on the inside over. Then like real. I was like, no,
too chewy.
I was like, that's why I'm glad we got it. Out in the streets.
Cafe Beignet.
Yeah.
No, I went for a comedy festival and I was hanging with a local. Shout out to Shep, Shep Kelly, and she took me to this little happy hour joint where it was like $1 a whop. The charbroiled oysters.
Okay.
Man, I'm saying this because this may explain why the places were closed. The turnover is really high. The economy is based on tourism, food, and beverage, and that's it. Not a lot of
it. Yeah, no, that's it. That's all.
That's it. So we went one day, man. I was putting them away. Like, I had about 2 dozen, and still was hungry.
Yeah, because all you're getting is
but it's so
a little
delicious.
pearl. Like you're not getting much.
So delicious. And my man, it was probably New Orleans Tim or something like that. He telling me his whole lineage and his family. And
I met him.
Yeah.
He was there.
He got the whole backstory and everything about the family and my grandmother. And he shucking and talking. Shucking and talking.
Shucking and jiving? Was he shucking and jiving?
Shucking and jiving at the same time. And lining them up and then throw them in the broiler and then bring them back out. So we sat there just putting them away. And then like the next day I went back and New Orleans Tim no longer worked there. I don't know why, but Louisiana Chris was now Chris. I got the whole story about how his grandmother and shucking, and I was like, oh, the turnover. Okay,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
the skill sets remain the same. Skill set.
It's like I found you. I can find another one like you,
and just like you. Waiting right outside.
Keep coming here with that do-rag and that gold tooth. You can be out of here. And then and he was gone. I don't know what happened, but yeah,
we wish him well.
No, I did. I wish him well. Now, other than at Dr. Clarkson's kitchen, I have not been able to find. And this is real. This is not just no buttering up because he's here. I don't even know if he's here. But other than he was a New Orleans resident for many, many years. Other than the ones he's made, I've not been able to find ones that taste like down there.
Oh,
charbroiled. And you can go to the little spots here. You can go to a fine Louisiana restaurant, and it's some now that something in the water.
I've never even heard of.
I don't know if it's Canal Street grit.
Could be
from the water, or but the way they do it.
They taking the big, just a 3-gallon drum and just go right into the river. And
they don't even clean them. Just the bottoms be dirty.
Right
no charbroil. I have I would say oysters recently, maybe. I got on oysters maybe 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not big on
No.
I'm not big on oysters, but I tried them and I enjoyed them.
No, that's the thing. If you're not people, I don't like consistency. I not get the charbroiled joints first.
Yeah.
And then you'll have an appreciation for the raw joints. For the raw joints.
Yeah. Certain things I don't mind raw. Oysters ain't on my list of willing to
So
do.
you're not even now, even after?
I'll suffer through them in company just to try. Yeah, I don't be a spoil sport and like, no, I ain't going. Yeah, okay, okay, and I'm good. And
but after the charbroil, would you do those?
Didn't tell me. I'd rather do the charbroil.
That's what I'm saying. Now I challenge you to go find them out here in our area that tastes as good as the ones
I won't do
it.
Yeah, I won't do it because. Not only because of what you just said, but also I'm like, this is so signature.
Yeah.
And the fact that I've been out here this long and been to as many restaurants as I've been to and never heard of it until I got to New Orleans, I don't want to try it.
Oh, no, that's...
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Because if I ain't heard...
I've never heard of charbroiled oysters?
No.
Wow.
As many restaurants... I've never seen them on the menu.
Oysters Rockefeller?
I've heard of that.
You've seen that, right?
But I don't know if I've seen them on menus a lot. So like, why would I... Now I got to seek them out?
Yeah,
I should have been discovered. As much as I go to restaurants and so forth for one reason or the other, I've never seen them on the menu.
Yeah, so Nola says, hey, let me know if you got that mail, Nola, if you got that mail. But he says he's from the NO and they only do the charbroil. Yes, I made the switch. Now I'll do raw now because that's all we got here.
Oh, so you go raw often now?
Here. But down there, they got to be charbroil.
So when you're out of town, you don't go raw?
It's got to be charbroil.
Okay. No, that wasn't my question. When you go out of town, you don't go raw?
It's got to be charbroil.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah. But no, that's what's up. Beignets and charbroil.
Yeah, but it was good, man. Like we ate well, enjoyed ourselves, little father-son trip. So that was cool.
That's what's up. Oh, you didn't even say it. You left that out.
Yeah. I said at the top. I said I brought my son down. It was a little spring break.
That's what's
up. Fat Boy's Pizza.
Fat Boy's Pizza.
Fat Boy's
I heard
Pizza.
the name, but I didn't get a chance to do that one.
Yeah, Fat Boy's Pizza. Fantastic.
Now, what was so,
First of all, the slice of pizza was about as big as my forearm.
Oh, we got that down in DC.
Yeah, in DC, yes, but it tastes like cardboard.
It tastes like a science project.
Right, it tastes like cardboard and trying to soak up alcohol. You only buy that.
The book covers back when we used to make book covers?
Yes, it tastes like that. Yeah. No, these actually tasted fantastic. And we had, some wings also. The wings were really good, surprisingly enough. Like, and it was a chain, but
Fat Boy's Pizza.
A chain that seems to be signature down there. So we, went and tried. It was on his list. He's TikTok, and he TikToked. I don't know what's the search engine for TikTok. He TikToked.
Oh, he didn't. I don't even know what that's called.
I don't know what that's called, but he TikToked New Orleans food
and
found a list of.
Or he just looked for New Orleans. I don't know.
I don't know what you call that when you search on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the verb of TikTok.
Okay, well,
because when you said it, I thought he did one.
No, patent pending. He TikToked.
He TikToked
in the search. Idea of the word.
He ticked.
He ticked. He looked up on TikTok.
Yeah.
New Orleans food, and that was on his list. And we went, and it was.
So when you said it, when you say TikTok, the active verb, I thought he did one with the food. You know what I'm saying?
I think then you would say he did a TikTok.
No, when he's like top 10 places to go in New Orleans. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. I guess I know. Oh, and I'm such a loser because I'm not doing that.
Right. The funny thing is, I always look at that and go, "How do they do that?" Yeah. I go, like my daughter did one just for her own, enjoyment, and she did like the one where they voice over from like a TV show,
something else. Yeah.
She's like, so she's like, and then she's like doing this way and talking in two different characters, and I was like. Ooh, how does she do it? I was like, my social media would be so much better if
I knew how to do that.
Like, I want to be like, can you teach me? And then it's like, you corny dad.
Jeez, you might have to do it though. You might have
to boost the viewership.
Yeah, just do the talking to John.
Yeah, right.
And now John talks with John.
Right, and John points at things and words come up. Then John goes, That's
I haven't seen that one. I saw the commercial.
I'm just saying.
But that's what they do in that commercial.
Like. Oh, really?
So that's a real thing.
Oh, is it?
I've never seen it.
I don't
even know how to look for it, to TikTok it, to find it.
You know what you got to do? You got to Google it. You got to look on YouTube. You got to YouTube it. You got to YouTube how to use TikTok.
YouTube how to use TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah. There's that. But yeah, I like my oysters deep fried. No, but still deep. That's the easy way out. That's like popcorn shrimp. You're still not doing it. I used to like deep fried oysters as well until I had charbroiled oysters.
See, but I've had fried oysters before.
Yeah, it's just
and
nothing.
To me, there's a certain taste that I'm not.
Oh no, it's delicious.
Makes me kind of almost like and the oysters tasted like that, like almost like a liver.
Yeah, but
type
softer.
Of taste.
Yeah,
but softer.
Yeah.
And you still get that to me in the fried oysters, but in these, the breaded with the royal
with Parmesan and the butter sauce,
it tastes like everything but
that. It's a whole different
everything but that.
It's a whole different thing. But yeah. So you just told me earlier. Well, before I go to that, we'll talk about T.I. real quick.
Okay.
But he's coming to Baltimore. You just told me that, and
this
I thought that was interesting. But J. Anthony Brown called in on Karen Hunter's show and offered a unique and refreshing perspective.
Okay.
Which he often does.
Were you refreshed?
No, yes.
Okay, good.
I was refreshed, but I disagree. But J. Anthony Brown is one of those, kumbaya inclusion taste from a different era.
I really thought you was about to say something.
Kumbaya. Coon? Yeah. He's one of those old coons that just,
Well, I say, wow, really? I think that was your man.
yeah. He's my man, but he's a bit of a coon. No. Kumbaya is the word we were looking for. Kumbaya.
Oh, man. I wish you could just pop up on this right now. That'd be fantastic.
I should go.
Yeah, your text would be like, just send him the link.
Just jump on.
But go ahead, say what you say.
But he basically, I think he called me too. He defended T.I.
Oh, okay.
But from an executive, hey, let me see, jump on the live show if you can. Jump on the live show.
Now you got to send him the link.
Yeah, because that's going to take. That's a process. Yeah, jump on the live show if you can.
/Lamont
Want to
King.
talk about T.I. again?
Somebody DM.
No, I'm gonna send it.
Oh, you send him to him right now. Okay.
No,
but yeah, go ahead.
But anyway, his whole thing was, and this is so I'm in a Facebook group, right, with comedians. It's called Black Comedians, like 12,000 people in the gym.
Okay.
So that's been the conversation last 2 weeks.
Is T.I. in that group?
They're trying to get him in.
Okay, good.
Because all these people
trying to verify him. They wait.
Well,
you got to be in comedy for like a month.
I don't even know how that works.
Okay,
that's a good question. But they're openly talking shit about him. And,
okay,
but they were like, he should be in here to defend himself, right? So of course we saw what happened last week, and then we saw what happened the week before. And a lot of comedians are really like, first of all, you don't heckle. It's an unwritten rule. Comedians don't heckle other comedians.
Yeah. Okay, right.
We working. It's a craft.
Right.
And then secondly, what we saw at the Barclays Center, if you just got in, you don't deserve a stage like that. But J. Anthony Brown, he said something that was real poignant and went the other way that I had to take a second look. He was like, yo, comedy is an art form that you can't keep anybody out of. And I was like, okay.
Right.
And then the other point he made was, people always talk about he ain't pay his dues and blah, blah, blah. Who's collecting the dues? And I said, that's such a brilliant. Who's collecting the dues?
Who's collecting the dues? Right. Who's the gatekeeper?
Who's the gatekeeper?
Right. Who is the principal of comedy?
Right.
Who owns the comedy?
But think about that though.
Yeah.
In any industry or profession, I need you to do what I did to get here. Even, conversations we had recently.
Yes. Very true.
Who actually, other than you as an individual, who collecting these dues? Like if somebody, Chris Tucker, had 15 minutes worth of comedy and was an overnight sensation, Earthquake, 30 years on stage, gets his first Netflix special. Who's to say that either one of them is not or more worthy than the other?
Yeah, well, the audience.
Yeah, but they both have an audience. So who am I to say you don't deserve to have overnight fame? Or who am I to say that, the route you took forever and a day is the route that everybody should take?
Right.
And he kind of made a point, who's collecting the dues?
Well, I think, and again, I'm not a comedian, but I think the salt in that wound for those who, quote unquote, paid their dues years over years and, really worked the clubs and, got booed or played to a half full restaurant where you're the last thing that they're concerned with, but you're talking over them while they're trying to get a meal or all the stuff that you do. You do a bit in somebody's basement for their bachelor party right before the strippers get there, whatever it is.
I've done that.
But that's why I made the reference. But like, I think for that person who is, that was their climb. And then you look at somebody shoot right past you, like, you on the mountain like this, and meanwhile they got the escalator and went straight up to the top. And you're like, God damn it.
But okay, to counter that though, did he shoot past, or is he who he is in whatever spot he can be in at the time? He's T.I.
Yes.
Star celebrity.
Yes.
He's not good comic. I'm not going to give you good comic.
Right.
But you're doing comedy.
Yes.
I have nothing to do with that.
Right.
I can't take nothing from that.
Right.
I don't have to sign the book entitled T.I. is a good comic. I'm not going to autograph that one.
Mm-hmm.
But T.I. is doing comedy. I have to confirm. Yes.
So
I can't be mad, or shouldn't be.
What you've now done, credit to J. Anthony Brown, is argue against yourself from what you said last week. You're literally the opposite argument of what you were opposing last week.
Again, I said I don't agree, but it's a interesting take.
Yeah,
from a veteran.
But I'm saying, but you've now made yourself a little. You've become at peace with the fact that he's in comedy. It sounds
sure.
like you're a little bit more like, you're not as like, I don't. You're a little bit more like, okay, fine.
Because I see the other side of it.
Yeah, like, right. I don't say you gotta love it, but I'm just saying that last week it was way more, what is he doing here? How'd you get here? Why are you here?
No, I'm still there. But I understand. I understand that it has nothing to do with me. Like it really, and who are these, who collects the dues? I mean, that's really the funniest part of the whole thing. Who collects the dues?
That's funny.
Because we're all paying dues, but to who?
Yeah. I think quite honestly, it sounds like to the comedian community as a whole. Sometimes, I mean, if there were someone to take the dues, like, because
in hours, so for example, time,
right? But for example, let's say Seinfeld, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, right. But Seinfeld still probably knows a ton of comedians, up and coming, people that you've never heard of, seen, or whatever. They probably have as much access to him because he's still working the clubs, doing, working his stuff out and all that kind of stuff, right? And they'll be like, yeah, I know Seinfeld. I see him every week, da-da-da.
Right.
But I'm not, I still somehow, I'm not listening to his level, right? But they still in the same community.
Yeah.
And they can all vouch for each other in that. But now you take somebody that's from the outside, like T.I., who was in a different entertainment world, and coming in there, he doesn't have that same notoriety amongst the fellow comedians because he's not working. Yeah,
he's not in the grind. He's not in the trenches
or as much. Because I won't say he's not, because according to him, he has been doing the smaller stuff, and like other comedians have been taking him along for that ride and so forth.
Right.
But he hasn't been doing it so long to where he's really engulfed. Like, he has a list of, let's say if it's in a short list of 15 to 20 comedians who could say, yeah, he's been, but it's not like most comedians who have a litany of, No,
he doesn't even have that list.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, for example, but like if he has even a list of 10 who can co-sign the fact that he's been doing the grind, so to speak. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he hasn't sat in those rooms with everything from comedians you never heard of to comedians you can't get enough of.
So as an art form, and what I said last week was about making a mockery, because, as an attorney, I can't just walk in and practice law and be like, oh, this is what I want to do now. I'm on that level because I haven't paid dues. But those dues are more tangible. Those are tangible dues. You got to pass the bar. You got to, finish law school.
But ironically enough, if you said law consultant, you could walk right on in and every lawyer would be pissed. If you read all the books. If you read books.
Oh, wait a minute, is that a thing?
That's I don't know if it's a thing, but I'm just saying, as long as if you hang that shield and say consultant as opposed to Esquire, right? You know what I'm saying? And like every time somebody comes with a problem, all right, I get back to you. And you Google whatever you need to do. And you're like, here's your solution. And the solution works.
Here's this is when you go in there.
Damn, all right, I just saved, $500 by coming to you because you're just a consultant.
When you go in there, don't look the judge in the eye, but just make sure you say jurisprudence in a sentence.
You want to wear this, you want to cite this, and this case is just like yours,
You want to go jail, you want to go home. but he's in Baltimore, right? And you were saying that. So if y'all don't know, the week prior, he was in New York and got booed. Right. Now, I don't want to say booed out the building, but New York was just very impatient.
Yeah.
He was on a big show, April Fool's comedy show. It was like D-Ray's tour. And he's up there. Now, again, and this is the part y'all like. I'm giving y'all some behind scoop. He's at an arena show, right? So if you see the clip, he's rambling on, and the audience is getting restless. Now, even if what he was talking about was funny, it's not going to work there because that's not the style. There's arena. We've talked about this before. There's arena style.
Yeah, he was
theater
doing something very
and
intimate.
Room.
Yeah.
There's 3 styles: room, theater, arena. He's doing room and theater material in an arena. Arena is more, you got to play bigger. You got to get to the punchline faster. Because, if you're watching now, you've been to an arena and seen a show, maybe the Kevin Hart show. That's probably the last one that went around. Or like one of those tours. Their comedy is different. So if you're not doing comedy that way, you're not going to win. So when I saw the clip, I was like, they didn't boo him out the building. Boo, you suck. They like, ew. You know what I'm saying? They're like, boo. Just like, get out of here. Get to the punchline. And then, and New Yorkers are real specific. He was talking about gas prices and pulling over at a gas station. And I saw one comment go live. He was like, we don't drive in New York. So this is like, what are you're wasting our time.
I can't relate to you, sir.
Yeah, right. So you were saying that in Baltimore, the same thing will happen or should happen. And I was like, I don't think so.
You don't think it'll happen?
So. No, it's a lower market. And when I say lower, I mean on the map. Whereas,
plus it's a smaller venue.
It's a smaller venue, but it's further south where I think he would have more of an audience, a fan base here than New York.
So he gonna get the love off
I
break.
think so, the celebrity love. I think in Baltimore, and he's headlining this one. This is his show.
Yeah. But see, and there it is. There it is. There it is.
No, it never left. It never left.
The scorn, the judgment.
No, because the other one, he was like a pop-up surprise.
Right.
Yeah, this one is like T.I. at the Baltimore Comedy Factory.
Right.
What?
And he went from Z to A.
Yeah.
in how much span of a time? I don't know how long he's been doing this, but like he's already
not in a not span of time.
Headlining a show in Baltimore.
But I think in a place like Baltimore, no disrespect to Baltimore, and if you hear, and the phone line's open, 765, let's go 765-538-7461. I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. And I'm gonna put the link in the chats to just jump on the show. But I feel like, no disrespect to Baltimore, I feel like that's a fan, because I gotta say, because people are sensitive. That's a fan market. And I feel like in a market like that, they're excited to see T.I. on stage 15 feet away. So they're gonna wait it out. They're gonna be like,
at some point they're gonna want to hear some records.
But I don't know if he's doing that. I don't know if he's doing the music.
I don't think he is either. But I'm saying at some point they might be going like, well, maybe he'll hit a song or 3.
Now, unless if he got like 6 of those strongest Baltimore comedians, ripping the roof off before he gets on, then maybe. But sitting there, I think they'll sit there and wait for him to be, even if it's not to be good.
Now, is that wise?
Which part?
To have very strong comedians opening for you when you're still honing it and trying to figure out what's hitting, what's not.
Well, none of his moves have been wise up until this point. So so I think he would do that.
Sure.
I think he would do that because of the celebrity aspect, and he's a star. And at least the people got to get their money's worth with a comedy show.
See, what I would do if I was him, I would do a T.I. Presents.
Yeah, that's what I said last time.
Yeah, and just like, do the, come in.
A cavalcade of stars.
Yeah, and beat it in between and come out and say a couple funny things in between. Now I'm going to bring out the next comedian.
Bring out the goddamn Corey Holcomb out this beach.
Come out
the
here
goddamn
expeditiously.
Yeah. can't tell these jokes because the comedy,
full of hilarity and
and full of clarity
will ensue.
On the goddamn stage. This next person was instrumental in my development. Yeah, goddamn.
To my comedy career.
Come on out.
Mm-hmm.
Come out. Yeah,
that's what he should do.
That's
what he should do.
But he's
Velvet jacket.
Come clean. I mean, and every intro song he should do like Puffy did with Bad Boys. Do you remember that Bad Boys of Comedy? It was such a Puffy.
Oh yes.
You were styled in Jean, and every song and beat was his. So I would have
come out in an Aku shirt.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, is he still doing that?
I don't know, but he can bring him out.
Yeah.
He can bring him out.
Hustle.
He can bring him out.
He can. Oh, nice.
See,
he can bring him out.
Got to be quick.
Bring him out.
Yeah, bring him out.
His wear the gear. You get the gear, Grand Hustle. And how the comedians come to the stage with their own music. No,
right.
You come to the stage, a T.I. hit record, goddamn.
Right.
You come out to one of my songs, goddamn. So that would be it.
This here was 2000, one of my hits. That's what he should do.
Let's see. Helen says, B-More will sit there, then roast the heck out of that ass afterwards. He needs to come with record deals for them. Yeah, we can be petty but that's the thing. Y'all think y'all can be petty, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm hoping. I shouldn't say I'm hoping for it.
No, but we are. You are. You kind of want to hear what happens tomorrow.
I do. Yeah. I kind of do.
You want to wake up. It's tonight or tomorrow?
I don't know. I didn't look.
I think it's tonight. You want to wake up tomorrow and see that something foolish has happened at the comedy club.
Yeah, because either way, I feel like. So like let's say the reverse of what I think will happen happens, and like he just destroys. That'd be interesting to me also. Like if something, I don't know, let's say something clicks, whatever it is.
Everything's just hitting.
And he just murders. And it's like everyone is not giving the friendly laugh, but they really like
spilling their guts.
Funny. You know what I'm saying? That would be interesting to me.
I think he's capable. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's capable.
Right. I honestly didn't have much of an opinion of it. I'm telling you, the thing that really messed me up was listening to them. I go back to that podcast when he was on there with Godfrey and them, and just
disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. If he was a little bit more,
it don't matter what y'all think. I don't mean what you got to say. It doesn't matter to me because I'm bigger than all of y'all. It's essentially what he said. And I was just like, wow, man. If you could just been humble about it,
could have rooted for you.
Yeah, I was rooting. I would have been rooting for you, and like you can to see that he could take a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Would have been better.
Okay, he can take a joke. Like he can roll with the punches.
Or them joning each other out.
Yeah, that would have been funny. I was like, okay, that's what's up. He's really trying to dig in. But it was just like, nah. He could have easily said, I want to be a painter or a photographer, and I'm just gonna be the best photographer. You know what I mean? Like it didn't seem like he was really trying to, give credence to the culture.
No, to the culture, no, at all. Respect to the craft.
Yeah, that's what I
think
want.
Most of the comics that have issue, that's all they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they're looking for, in theory. So shout out to him. I hope. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let me see what. When is it? Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Oh, the Baltimore show.
Yeah, because
it could be happening in the next hour.
Special event. Clifford Harris.
They say Clifford Harris or Tip Harris.
This says Tip Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he did Clifford, I feel like because I don't see. I've been down the rabbit hole.
A
couple people said this was a clone.
Oh, Jesus.
They said it's not. It's not the real T.I. And I had to think about it.
There it is. There's the rabbit holes here.
Oh, he's there the whole weekend. 4 shows.
Oh, wow. So he's really doing
4 shows.
Wow. Curious to see if it sells out. I want to know if it sells out.
Oh, it's going to sell out.
I mean.
But if he'd have did this, would have been the best, the absolute best.
What's that?
If he just did this full reinvention, it's a couple people that did it. Joaquin Phoenix did it one time. So he came out in this rock band. But he was just weird and just figuring it out. And people shitted on him as a musician, but he was a different name and a different person.
Yes.
Shades.
Like a Childish Gambino, if you will.
But Childish Gambino is still not so much. Because you see Childish Gambino, you're like Donald Glover.
Yeah, but do you?
Yeah.
If you see Childish Gambino, you think Donald Glover?
I do.
While he's rapping?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, he started out as a comedian first.
Right. Some people know him as each of the things that he's been.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about a complete, I got to move this over and see who that is. Mm-hmm. A complete reinvention where Clifford Harris is the new comedian, right? Uh-huh. And all this stuff still happens. He's still terrible. He's still bad. Same attitude. Mm-hmm. But you're a different person. Because then when the smoke clears, I can't pin that on you.
Different person as in humble and all that other stuff?
No, like alter ego.
Oh, okay. Straight Clark Kent with it.
Straight, yeah.
Okay.
And then it's a spectacle. Mm-hmm. Now I'm tuned in. I want to see everything that happens with this complete rude and obnoxious new comedian. And it's Clifford Harris. You see what I'm saying?
Cliff.
And this Cliff, and then he's doing this and this and this, and then he got it was a brawl broke out at the Atlanta Comedy Club, and then it's constant headlines and PR. But meanwhile, he's getting stage time and getting better and better. But it's this weird guy with weird twists.
So like a Humpty type of thing?
Yes.
Okay. Now it's okay.
So that's the best one.
Okay.
Because for years I did not believe that was the same person. I did not believe it was the same person. Because they did the joint in the video where they
I remember thinking, everybody was like, is that?
I was like,
that couldn't be him.
Nah, they had a whole stand-in, a whole double in the video.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Which back then was like,
I was
mind blowing.
It went over my head.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was two different people. I thought at best twins.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was like, that's his cousin or something.
Yeah. So alter ego in that sense, where Clifford Harris is the guy. So when this is over, whether it works or doesn't work, when he goes back to being T.I., it's like, okay.
Yeah, and the comedy, the headline would have been like Cliff Harris versus T.I.P.
Yeah, or something.
Because that one of the albums,
T.I. versus T.I.P. Yeah.
So it'd be Cliff Harris.
And he's already practiced it. You've already done it.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, if he'd have just spun it right, but you're being you and you're being an asshole, and you're at the center of all this controversy, it's not working. Because when this is over, whether it's good or bad, when it goes back, you got people that don't like you now.
Yeah.
And you're going to go back and be you.
But he's not really doing music anymore, really.
But he could. He's in the industry. He owes somebody some records. Shit ain't over.
Okay.
Shit ain't over. All right, let's see. Let me check the phone, see if anybody called in. No. Well, let's go to our female contributor for more perspective.
Hello.
It's a lot of headroom above your head. I mean, we can see the whole ceiling.
I know, because I'm not in my regular location.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I didn't want y'all to see the background.
Well, I mean, you can just get closer and make sure your face fills up the screen. There we go. It's like on the news. The
so I just wanted to say one thing, and then I'm going to leave and go back to moisturizing my skin and drinking my water.
Is that what you're
all
right.
So T.I., he thinks too much of himself as a whole. Okay. And that's in general before this whole comedy thing started. Now he's got something to even more think too much of himself. I really believe he's horrible. Just by the little clips that I've seen, I don't think he's, well, first of all, let me just tell y'all, if y'all can't guess, I'm not a fan of T.I.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize. Okay, sure. I see the perspective now.
I'm sure you probably were struggling with that. Like, dang, this shit.
I thought you were a fan, but not.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his.
Okay.
But I want to know.
You're not a fan of him, his music,
the reality show.
I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of his music.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan of him just as an entertainer. Period.
What about his acting?
Oh, what acting?
You didn't like Atlanta?
Yeah.
You didn't like Atlanta?
You mean ATL? What was it called?
ATL.
I like ATL. I liked ATL for Nunu and his boys. I didn't like it for him.
Man, watch out, man. Watch out.
No.
Old dumbass got busted for selling weed.
What's the guy? One of his best friends. That's a comedian, Lamont. He was in. Oh man.
In ATL? Oh no, Lil Duval.
No, not Lil Duval. No, maybe he's not a comedian. Maybe he was a singer when he was little. I think he was in the
Jason Weaver in the movie. Jason Weaver.
So he's one of my favorite. But we sidetrack.
One of your wait a minute. We are sidetracking. One of your favorite whats? He
was one of my favorites in the movie.
Oh, in the movie. Oh, okay.
So in the movie, I didn't watch it for T. I watched it for him. No, I watched it for him and New.
Okay.
But anyway, no, T.I. thinks too much of himself. As a person, I do not care for him at all. I think he's an abusive person. But I'm not gonna go down that like you say rabbit hole, because I really think I think he abuses his wife and his.
Oh, okay.
Now this is based on.
I don't mean physical.
This is based on the time you've spent at the house, or
watching a TV show. You watch a reality show.
Yeah, based off of what I heard and what I read.
Right.
Yeah, what I read and what I heard. So yeah, no. Anyway, I just want to know who gave him. Why is he getting all these comedy show gigs?
Because he's a star. Yeah. He's a star.
He's a superstar.
He's seats in the seats. So that's the big dilemma, promoters and venue owners, is how do you put seats in the seats? Now, you can be good, but you're not selling tickets. You can sell tickets, but be terrible. As an owner or a tour promoter, which one are you going to pick?
Okay, so he can sell based off his name.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I understand that. And I would go to a show. This is how much I don't like him. I wouldn't pay, but if somebody gave me a ticket, I would go to the show just to roast him, just to be out in the audience yelling.
Now, see, I can't endorse that. I can't even. That's absolutely ridiculous.
I would be out there yelling.
No, because why go there? And go there? And this is what we have to deal with.
But see, if it's Baltimore Comedy Factory, and they'll be like, "And ma'am." I've seen that happen.
I've seen. They put some out.
Yeah, they put some out. They put some out in Baltimore. They go way outside.
They get a guy.
At least I wouldn't go up there and smack him in the face. At least I'd be in the audience. Just
I don't think you're doing that. No one's doing that in Baltimore.
That's just a lot of harassment level for. You got to drive up there. You got to pay the toll just to harass. I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole trip.
Yeah. I can't cope.
It'd be worth it for a free ticket. It'd be worth it.
No, but now if you're there and someone's tanking, now first of all, I don't support heckling anyway. And the unwritten rule is, if you don't like it, just don't say nothing.
Don't laugh. Yeah. Let the silence be the judge.
Because that's the worst.
Yeah.
But I don't support heckling and harassing, and here's why. It was fun back in the day when we watched it and saw it happen, but in real time, people don't know how to measure how far they should go. So if you're displeased at a comedian and you're not enjoying the show, people don't know how to stop.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be the most annoying is the person that you ain't do that. That didn't happen. And and then I got to talk to you, and then you go, and then I'm like, hey, let me finish, and then because that
you're not having a one-on-one conversation with somebody in the audience,
and they don't know how to stop. So it's not
now
even,
they're part of the show.
Yeah, it's not even like back in the day. Somebody would be like, "You some shit," and then I'd be like, "Your mama some shit," and then everybody ha, and even that person laughed and shut the fuck up. It was like, "Oh, that was my moment." You know what I'm saying? But now everybody wants to go viral in real life. So keep it down, keep it going. They don't know how to cut it, cut it off.
Oh, I made him funnier. He loved it.
So it wasn't funny until I started talking shit.
It wasn't even that funny until I started talking.
Yeah, and those are the worst moments. And
that might have something to do with that 2-drink minimum. Some people getting that liquid courage up in them.
Well, alcohol has always been
that's a factor.
Yeah,
a little booster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't endorse harassing any artist. But even a bad comic, I don't endorse that, because a bad comic, they'll know it.
Right.
They'll know it.
Right.
The room you'll know when it's all right.
When people are enjoying themselves.
Hey, I think that's the end of my time. Oh, okay. Then you start celebrating. Like, I can't go outside.
I mean, I tell you about the time I was watching Zoom comedies like during COVID, like during hardcore.
Oh, those were hard. I got one next week coming up.
This dude came on and he was opening for I tell you, Godfrey's my favorite comedian. Godfrey was headlining, and this dude opened for him. And he said something to the equivalency of a joke that began with, and this is why I don't date black women.
On a Zoom.
all mics opened up. Oh, we done. We're good. Boom. Get off. He was like, nah. Let me just finish the joke. I'm telling you, you're going to see. It's going to, no, we don't want to hear no more. We're good. And now this is Zoom. So
they didn't mute people?
On Zoom, everybody's voice overwhelms your voice. So it's not even like you can get it off because, every time somebody speaks, it's going to interrupt your mic. So he had no room. It was to the point where he was just like, all right, well, then, that's going to be my time. He's like, forget it, my bad. All right. He just got off and everybody's like, good, bye, da-da-da. Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to read the room. Yeah, I'm not.
You can't read the Zoom. You couldn't read the Zoom.
Read the Zoom, too.
You could not read the Zoom. It went bad for him so quickly. I was like, yeesh. That was the joke for me. I was dying laughing. I was like, that was very hilarious.
Because it wasn't at your expense.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. But that was too good.
Well, I'm gonna send you. I'm on the site right now. I'm gonna send you some free tickets to go see T.I. up in Baltimore. Do some research for us, and let us know how that.
Okay.
There you go. If you can make it back from that secluded island you're sitting on right now.
Yeah. Right.
Undisclosed location.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you, our female contributor. Appreciate you.
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, be safe. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to spend this much time.
Yeah, I'm about to say, in other news.
Yeah, is there other news? This week was a pretty, lackluster, slow
news week?
Yeah, I heard the big story was Elon Musk trying to buy Twitter, but I didn't understand it. It was over my head. It was too smart for me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see the issue.
I think it was literally like a slow news week. So he's just like, hey, you know what?
They was like, no, he can't because he's gonna. What is he gonna do?
I think I will play with market for a minute and see what's.
He's you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna tweet,
right?
And that's what he does now. He's
gonna make another $1 billion. That's all his plan was.
He's gonna tweet from an electric vehicle.
Right.
It's gonna be an electric tweet.
Right. You're now Twitter and all Teslas.
Yeah. He's in crypto.
Right. I don't even know.
He's gonna buy Twitter using crypto.
Right.
And Dogecoin.
And everybody will still tweet.
And everybody will still
Nothing
tweet.
will change. Yeah. Right. It's just like when Facebook became Meta, or when, or Facebook bought Instagram. It's like, okay, now what? Y'all still Instagramming? Yeah, and I've been slacking on this Meta thing. I still get the invites from the guy. Mm-hmm. They're now doing live talk shows in there. Oh, really?
But I haven't had the time to jump in. But I get this little promo commercial all the time, and I'm like, this is going to pass me by, and I will be,
it's a whole revenue stream.
In a year, they're gonna be I tried to get you in on the ground floor.
We don't do that. Ground floor.
Yeah, but we don't do that anymore. I'm like, nah, I got the shit.
Right. I bought you a whole house in here. You didn't want to keep it, so I just give somebody else.
Yeah, shit's still confusing.
Yeah, I tried that, and I think the Oculus version that I have doesn't even support.
Well, I mean, what do you think about getting the newer?
I'm not that interested.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's fine.
Get the newer.
I believe you can do it on like a phone anyway. Like you can still
do what?
Like be in the metaverse or whatever, on your phone. Like I'm not.
But you didn't try that though.
I didn't, but
you should try that before you give up.
Maybe, yeah.
Try to get into the Horizon worlds before you.
Oculus makes me dizzy anyway.
Speaking of the roller coaster shit, man, I don't like roller coasters, and that is the closest thing to near death with just glasses on.
I told you, dude. I went on. There was this one. It was like a motorcycle racing thing, almost like if you were inside like Tron. It looked like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I started this motorcycle racing thing, and the bike went about it went about 20 feet and like did like this. And I took it off because I almost vomited.
The roller coaster one, it's the joint where you busting, you shooting, going on the roller coaster, shooting targets, man. And so it went up like this, and my core tightened up, and then it went down.
The first time that happened in years.
Yeah. And then I was bent over, sitting on the.
No.
I was on a chair, going down the hill, and I'm like this, and I'm shaking. I'm like this.
You was having a seizure, fam.
It's like this is not real.
You was having a seizure.
Oh, I hope not.
Fried your brain for 30 seconds.
Oh, sidebar. Yes, this is good news. Alpha Mama has just announced that Alpha Papa's biography is second printing.
Okay.
Is in.
Okay.
I know there were a couple people here. I can't remember. I had to check my email who wanted a copy. So make sure this is what I need y'all to do. Send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, Mr. Lamont King, and let me know. Also, Super Chats are on. And also, we're looking for brand sponsorship for the coming month of May. If you want to sponsor this program and on all platforms, even the replays,
because May
is
sponsorship awareness
brand
month.
sponsorship awareness month.
Yeah,
and so we want to kind of jump into that and then put our activism hat on.
Wear your green ribbons. Green.
I think it's green.
The green ribbons. Yes.
Yes, the green ribbons in honor of brand sponsorship awareness month. All month long, all month, all month.
All month of May.
Yeah.
Might go into June.
Yeah. So my newsletter, we have at least 15,000 on my newsletter and across social media, direct access to, consumers who would love to hear about your product. And so we want to facilitate that.
Yes.
So all month, May brand sponsorship awareness month. DM me and let's put a package together. I give you a good price. That threw me off because I was going somewhere with that. Speaking of comedy special, somebody brought up Gerard Carmichael. Did you?
I haven't seen the special yet.
Are you familiar with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Not a fan.
No?
No.
Of his comedy or just in general? I liked the Carmichael show for a little while.
I saw 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
That's writers and that's team. Mm-hmm. But his 2 comedy specials out the gate did nothing for me.
Okay.
So apparently there was some big deal, in the media, kind of let the cat out of the bag, if you will. He came
out. It's called coming out.
Yeah, well, it's not coming out. Yeah. It's called Rothaniel, but apparently he disclosed something he had been dealing with, and they said it was more like a therapy session than a comedy special.
The special? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, way to secure your legacy in Hollywood, because that would, that'll do it. He's A-list now.
Oh, like now he's all of a sudden he's A-list?
I would think so.
I mean, he had his own show for, what was it, a season or 2?
But there was a reason for that, though. That's what I think.
Here we go.
There's a reason. I mean, his first special he came out was directed by Spike Lee. You're a no-name, an unknown, and you get a 60-minute Showtime special directed by Spike Lee, and no one's ever heard of you. Well, I'm sorry, not no one. I had never heard of you.
I'm about to say you never heard of me.
I'm a Spike Lee fan. Like,
when did this first special come out?
That's about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, that's when the show was. He had an NBC show.
No, this was before that. This is before the show.
That show was.
He got everything out the gate. He got everything out the gate at the same time.
Okay, but I mean that show was easily 5 years ago. Almost. I would say like 5 years ago or something like that. That show came out, something like that. Because I mean, I was at an event where he was at, and like the show had already been through a season.
Yeah.
I met him. He was a nice guy. But
I mean, he's a cool guy. Yeah. His comedy. They were, he's the next Chappelle, and I was like, nah. Chappelle's still doing comedy. Slow down.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I think I tried to watch, I don't know if it was that special, but I tried to watch one of his specials, and it was very like, I don't know, I think it was like overly trying to be cerebral.
Yes.
Like, thoughts, whatever. The
second one.
His tone of speak is
like
very like,
relax.
Yeah. It's like very relaxed.
The second one, the first one was cute. The second one, it opened
was it
up.
Cute now? That's what you're using? Because,
yeah.
Okay.
he lost me in the second special because it opened up, and I remember it too.
Mm-hmm.
It was during the height of some black shit in America. And he was like, it went from black to a close-up, and he was like, are we all going to be okay? And no, really, I just want to make sure everybody's okay. And then it pans out, and he's in a circle kind of form.
Uh-huh.
And it was all white people. And it was like, we need to get along and blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
well, that's most comedy shows.
I'm not watching this. I was like, this is how you open? This is how you open? And then this last one, I guess he opened up differently.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see.
So I don't,
You said he let the cat out the bag. Apparently the cat wasn't even a part of the bag. Like, there was no cat involved.
No cat.
There's zero cat involved.
Don't mess with cats.
Don't mess with cats. He don't mess with cats.
Oh, no, was it don't fuck with cats?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Oh, jeez. There it is. Tim. Tim is the one that's been emailed. Hey, Tim, send me another email. I got you. We'll send one out directly. Okay, calm down. Make sure.
Wait, who had to calm down?
Like,
am I having conversations with the chat?
We're doing book sales through me. All right, we're streamlining the process.
Okay, got it. That's a note to the producers behind the scenes.
Okay, Helen said it was funny to her because she can identify with his family issues. My grandma ran and owned a brothel. Comedy gold. Okay, well, maybe I'm not.
See, maybe
I gotta watch it. Maybe I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Because I'm scrutinizing something I haven't seen.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. It's him and T.I.
Yeah. I'm scrutinizing. No, I've seen T.I.
I thought his Gerard's his little SNL opener was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, I saw you said
that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was, I mean, yeah. He can execute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right.
But the funny thing is, like, he was very like, Tim's and like a fatigue jacket.
Oh, that's how he came out on the monologue?
No, that's how, like, I think that's what his dress was. And now that he's living in the skin he's in, he was like in like a low cut blazer with no shirt on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay. This dude was like,
you're not going to do that.
He was.
Him.
I'm telling you, he was Tim's. Jeans and a
he was Michael. Hoodie. He was Michael Shea.
Yeah,
for a hot summer, they were like indistinguishable with their attire. For one quick summer, so. When he first came out, you could have, if you didn't know comedy, you probably thought they were the same person.
Yeah, right. And I was like, oh, he's comfortable.
Yeah, like, now he's a little Nasin. He's a little Nasin.
Oh, well,
I mean, comfortable, Lil Nasin, because Lil Nas didn't come out like that.
Yeah, no, true.
He wasn't like that when he was a rapper.
Right.
Now he's a pop star.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, good for him.
Yeah, good for them.
He must be coming out with something big. Oh, well, I guess the special was the thing that came out.
Who?
Carmichael.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying he's A-list now. He's going to be in everything.
Top shelf.
Everything.
Top shelf.
Commercial, Taco Bell commercials. He's going to be his new series.
What's funny is, so he had the Carmichael show. And in the years since, like, Lil Rel has become more, like, way more notarized.
Yes.
Tiffany Haddish went to the moon.
To the moon.
You know what I'm saying? And like I don't know, I don't want to say been sitting dormant, but he hasn't been front facing. I don't know if he's been writing behind the scenes. I don't know what he's been doing. Gerard Carmichael.
Oh yeah. Well, he's
all these alumni from his show.
Oh,
you know
from his show.
Who were the co-stars, who were the third and fourth bananas on the show.
Well, I mean, that show was the jumping point for them.
That's what I'm saying.
His point was already jumped though.
Oh, okay.
He had already jumped. That's the show. They were already. Yeah, Helen, I would love to hear that about your family. Yeah, if you want to jump on the line, I would love to hear that about running the brothel. That's like Richard Pryor story level. Hey, you watch Winning Time?
No, it's on my list.
Yeah, the Lakers.
That's the one the Lakers joint?
Yeah, so this is the last episode. Mike Epps made an appearance as Richard Pryor. And it was all right. It fit. For me, it fit. I see what they
was that the whole big hubbub about like a year ago when it was like he's playing Richard Pryor.
No. So there was a thing where
he was supposed to play him in a movie, and then his Jennifer Pryor, whatever I believe his last wife is really holding his likeness and blessing hostage. Okay, she's taking a lot of the attention, so everything is really going through her. They went to her to get her blessing, and who should we have? So it came down. It was about 5 years ago. It came down to Marlon Wayans, Nick Cannon, and Mike Epps. Oddly enough, you would automatically think Mike Epps, but Nick Cannon, I seen his little demo, little submission audition joint. That's back when he was wearing a bush, and all of that. He was really studying. I could see that. And face wise, Nick Cannon more so than all three of them. Yeah, I can see that.
Then, but then Marlon, method actor, he did this demo and put it out online, and he went deep, dark, super dark, and did his own joint that he wrote. It was like a one-man show original.
Okay, yeah.
So it was cool. So nothing ever happened. So in the Nina Simone movie, that what's the girl that caught all the flack for wearing the dark makeup? God, not Tandy Newton, but the other one.
Yeah, God, her
name is Avatar. The Avatar joint.
I want to say Soledad, but that ain't it.
No, but that movie, he was richer than that, and so that was his first.
Who was?
Mike Epps.
Oh, was he? Okay.
So it was brief.
Mm-hmm.
So in this one was the same type of brief.
Mm-hmm.
Like they at the party after the game. He come through, say some shit to Magic. And you hear it, you hear the voice, you hear the effort. You see how they try to make him up to look at it. It wasn't all, it was about 80%.
But that could be a whole career move. Like he could just be like the Richard, in the cameo
movie.
Richard Pryor.
Cameo Richard.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Richard cameos.
Right. Yeah. Like it's like,
Zoe Saldana.
I know something began with an S. But like, you know how in some, you got the guy that plays Superman on the TV shows, but then in the movies, it's a whole different Superman.
Yeah.
It could be, he could be the TV Richard Pryor, and then it'd be the movie Richard Pryor.
The movie Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. But I watched Indiana Mike.
I watched that on the plane the other day. Yeah.
Did we talk about that already?
Nah.
Okay. You thought it was what now?
It was all right. It was like, it was very like, I feel like it was funnier if you were there.
That's not a compliment.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's not. It was funny if you were there. But because you weren't, it was none of it.
Yeah, like you gotta really be from Indiana. You gotta know Indiana.
It wasn't his best.
It was like
I'm a super fan of Mike Epps. It was not his best.
Yeah, I've been a fan of his other shows. It was like
it was not his.
It was as if we were at a cookout welcoming him home.
Yeah.
And all his friends and family were there, and he was just telling like them type of stories where he was holding court.
Yeah.
At the cookout. But like if you weren't in his family or from where he just like, I don't get 75% of these jokes and anecdotes. It's going right over my head because he's making references to locations.
It was a shout out. I can take that though, because your imagination can kick in.
Yeah, but it was a lot.
But it had no continuity. It had no direction.
Nah.
And it was just shout outs interrupted it.
Yes, and several shout outs. Yeah. Several. And I feel like the shout outs were to recover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember what I was saying.
What I was about to say. And then it's just like, then a random thought would come out. It was like, oh yeah, I remember that joke.
Yeah,
Sling it. There you go. Like,
let it fly. Yeah.
Right, yeah. It was not, the most put together situation,
Not the funny joint in the beginning. He said his doctor called him and said, "Hey man, you tested positive." He's like, "What, for cocaine?" It's like, "No, man, COVID-19." I was like, "Okay, that's." And that was the beginning.
He had joints in there, but it wasn't. Joints in there, If they edited it, it would have been like a 20-minute.
Oh, yes.
If they just took out the shout outs and the fluff and whatever, it'd have been like a 20-minute. It'd been a 20-minute Netflix.
And the stalling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to come out with 60 minutes every year, man. If you're not constantly working and writing, it's hard. And he put 10 in. He got to be 10 specials in. He has to be.
Really? That many?
He has to be.
But that wasn't his best one.
Now, Haynes telling me, so Ronnie Chang from The Daily Show, his first one, to me, is a top 10 classic.
I've seen that name pop up, but I haven't watched this. Is this the guy that's always like in a suit?
The Asian dude, yeah.
But he's like he's always like dressed formally. Okay,
like Asian James Bond.
Yes.
Now I watched the second one on the strength of the first one. Now the second one, you will never hear me tell you to go watch it.
Okay, but the first one was good.
Yes.
Okay,
but I will not tell you to watch the second one.
Well, see, they cranking them out now.
Yeah.
Cranking them out, looking for that content.
No, you're not asking me why wouldn't I tell you to watch.
Why is this?
It's not strong. It's not as strong as the first one. Now Haynes.
Well, I gathered that by you saying it.
Yeah. Hey Haynes, let me know if he's seen it. Again, it's hard to follow up greatness. Like if you bang out, you're working with the expectation in your mind of trying to top that. And this one, it was too. It was like he was trying to be too heady and cerebral and
like he found a niche and went way too deep into it. I know what the people like now.
Kind of like Kamal's last one, Kamau Bell.
Yeah, I don't find him funny.
So it was kind of like
period.
That.
I like the show. You know that the show that he had on CNN. I like that. Yeah. I don't find him funny at all. Like I tried to watch one of his specials and I was like, I don't know. He's not funny.
It's
to me.
difficult, man, because you got to find a lane that. People aren't talking about or a spin, in a way that hasn't been presented yet. People haven't seen your material yet.
But see, that's why I prefer when comedians give it time and they throw this one, joint out and they pretty much dump their year's worth of their best stuff out, and then you don't see them drop another 60 minutes for another like 2 years or so.
Yeah. You would hope. Yeah.
They've purged. Yeah. You know, they purged it all out in that one good. And it's like, now I got to start back from zero. Yeah. I'm going back into the clubs.
Yeah,
and just bombing. That's the only way you can do it. Yeah, like when they come out with them, like there's another one in a year or there's another one in 6 months. Like, dog, this can't be.
Unless you had 2 hours loaded and you only did an hour of it.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Like a Bruce could do that. Like I know he has 3-4 hours that he can just divide up. You know what I'm saying?
But no, that's why you looked forward to back in the day. You looked forward to like a Chris Rock joint because like he would space them out so many years. And the last one, for the most, I mean, you can't go better than like Bring the Pain, but like
all three of his are classics.
No, but I'm saying that
Bring
joint
the Pain, Bigger, Blacker.
I'm not saying they weren't. I'm just saying that. That joint, Bring the Pain was let's say it was an A++, and everything else was like an A.
I can't tolerate this Chris Rock slander.
Nah, I'm not. No, not at all.
Not from you, but post slap.
Oh, okay.
Just everybody's like, Chris wasn't Chris Rock. I'm like, don't do it. You're not being truthful to yourself.
Nah.
I never really thought Chris Rock was that funny. No, don't do it. You know, you're lying to yourself.
Nah. You can't never say that. Like, there's too many gems. The only one that I didn't love was that one where he was like, it was like 3 different locations and they kept going
New
back
York,
and forth.
London. I thought it was genius.
I didn't love that.
It was ahead of its time. It was not strong, but it was ahead of its time.
Yeah. It was innovative, but it wasn't. I didn't love that.
New York,
one.
London, and it was 3 joints.
Yeah,
it's the same set.
Right,
and they would just show the different reactions in the. Yeah.
The thing that threw me off about that is that even though I know it's a obvious reality that they just doing the same set over and over again in different cities. Yeah. I need you to fool me and let me think, like, you know what I'm saying? That this is like, you know, you're doing this once and it was
and it's magic.
It's magic,
it's
right?
Working.
You know what I'm saying? Like
everything you're saying is
don't
working.
let me feel it's cut together and you got the best laughs and you pulled from the best reactions from each one and you're wearing the same outfit. I don't want to know that.
You're the same outfit.
I don't want to know that. I know what happens. I just don't want to know it.
Yeah. Kevin Hart. That's,
yeah.
Kevin's magical with that.
Yeah. He got a tour coming. Both of them actually are touring.
No, his is right. They're
coming up.
Yeah.
They're coming up.
That means he's going to be taping another special.
Yes.
That's what that means.
Yeah. But both of them, I think at one point, I think they're even on the same ticket in some legs of each of their tours. So, you know.
Haynes, our West Coast contributor, says, I never thought Rock was funny. I'm not gonna let you do that. I can't let you do that.
No. Now Chris Rock owes me a whole $19 from that last Saw movie.
Oh, I didn't even $19. How many people did you take?
I rented it. It was in COVID times, and I was out of things to watch. You know, when I hit the end of Netflix, hit
that wall,
and I was like, let's see what this is about. I think it was called Spindle, whatever it was called.
Oh, the little
it was a take on it. Was a Saw, you know, branch off or whatever.
Family from the people that brought you Saw.
Man, listen,
I would like to play a game.
That was it was in that moment, real quick. I thought that's why Will Smith smacked him. I was like, maybe
it's from
he watched that and it was like, you know what? But then he said the wife thing, and I was like, oh, it's about the wife.
He been sitting on that one.
He been sitting on. He couldn't take it no more. He's like, that was for Spindle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that joke was awful. Now, shame on him and Samuel L. Jackson for being in there.
Oh, he was in it too?
Was he?
Oh no, I was waiting. I'm waiting for what is this? Nope, the Jordan Peele joint. I'm waiting for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I like it because as I look at the trailer, I still have no idea.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know what we're looking forward to.
I'm like, yes, now that get me. You know what I'm saying? Trick me.
What I'm looking for is like
be tricked.
Because you know at some point
it's like an M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes.
He's like the black M. Night Shyamalan.
But at some point, you know, white people got to be the villain.
Got to be the villain.
I was like, where in this movie do the white people...
Are they coming from space?
Right. Like, are they the storm? Nope. Is the white people... Yeah. Are they creating the storm? Like, what's happening? Yeah, I'm curious to see how that goes because Jordan Peele, he definitely know how to crank out those
Spiral. He says it's called Spiral.
Thank you, Spindle Spiral. Sorry.
Yeah, same garbage.
Terrible. Yeah. They should have just called it terrible.
All right, there it is, folks. We're well over time again. If you're interested in Alpha Papa's book biography.
Autobiography?
Yeah, autobiography. There it is. Autobiography. There's new printing. 2nd edition is in. So DM me and we'll talk all about it. May is Brand Sponsorship Awareness Month.
Yes.
If you would like to partner with the show across all platforms, let's talk about it. DM me, Mr.
We will send you an image of a green ribbon. We'll send you an image of a green ribbon.
and how we'll figure out some ways to put the packages together to optimize your exposure to our audience.
Yes,
so we're going to do that. And hit the thumbs up, turn notifications on. And that's pretty much it. Y'all be safe this weekend, man. Don't do too much. Yeah, that's it. We're overtime, man.
Oh, we good. Okay, overtime.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.